And the question is that the motion be agreed to, and I call the member for Monash.
Deputy Speaker, I was intrigued with the former contribution, having regard to the fact that everybody has agreed on universal health care. Everybody wants the best for their community, and there's a very clear statement by the member that these families are under enormous pressure on cost of living expenses, exacerbated by the problems within healthcare in Australia. Deputy Speaker, right around the country we're seeing the ramping of hospitals, of ambulance ramping at every hospital, and it's getting worse and worse. It's not getting better. This is exacerbated by cuts to the telehealth and mental health rebates, exhausted and overwhelmed GPs, doctors, nurses, allied health professionals. Our health and hospital systems are in free fall. In fact, there was one lady who was going for an allied healthcare appointment in Gippsland. She was in such pain she thought she'd call in to the hospital on her way to the appointment for some pain relief. And they said, "It's no good sitting here, we can't see you for 2.5 hours. It's no good sitting here, we can't see you for 2.5 hours. And she's in such pain that she called into the hospital for help. I've never known a time like this in my time as a representative or a member of a community. No one seems to care enough about what's happening in the system to ask questions. No one's asking why. What's causing our nation's first-class health system to crumble in so many areas? There's a lot of blame being attributed to workforce shortages and staff being sick with COVID and other flu viruses. So why isn't the Health Minister putting pressure on the state counterparts to drop the insidious and redundant COVID-19 mandates and reinstate our heroic frontline workers who remain unable to work due to the mandates because they are not vaccinated? One of these workers, Lexi Tuckett, she doesn't mind me using her name, she's 22 years of age, and her story is heartbreaking. Lexi told me it was always her dream to help others, and she was rightly very proud when she graduated in December 2021 with a Bachelor of Paramedicine. 4 weeks later, she started her induction with the New South Wales Ambulance Service. Part of the pre-employment check related to vaccines, but she was not at all concerned. She was up to date with all vaccines and had a medical exemption for COVID-19 vaccination approved by Medicare with a signed letter from a doctor. On the second day of her induction, Lexi received an email from New South Wales Ambulance to advise that her exemption had not met the ATAGI guidelines and that her COVID-19 vaccination exemption could not be approved. To continue with New South Wales Ambulance, she'd have to have her first dose of COVID-19 vaccination in 3 days' time and a second dose 3 weeks later after that. While Lexi's parents sought urgent legal advice on her behalf, Lexi was stood down effective immediately and advised she would be placed on leave without pay until vaccinated. Lexi was able to give her service to the High Country Ski Patrol. Why is it that you can give your service to save a life, which she did in the High Country, working with the Ski Patrol, but she can't work as a paramedic, paramedic in New South Wales? Why could that be? And how many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds are professional health workers out there cleaning toilets and washing dishes instead of doing what they should be doing, helping the people that they love?